Hi, this is Tim. I am back with another video doing a bit of a comparison today. I've been meaning to do this one for a little while, just about got around to it now. So I have got two of the Namco collections. Unfortunately, I don't have the Switch version, but I have got the Evercade Namco Museum Collection 1, and I've got the Namco Museum for DS. Now these are actually the closest sort of comparison I could actually get, because there's around 5 of the exact same games. Well, I say exact, I think Dig Dug 2 and Dig Dug 1 is the only difference. So if we have a look at the back, and you can see you actually get more games. You get 11 games with the Evercade, and you get, I think, 8 with the DS game. The DS game does have the Pac-Man versus on there, and it's got wireless play as well, which is pretty nice. And I think the versions are pretty similar, although I could be wrong. They're mostly 8-bit on the Evercade. It could be a bit of a mixture for the Nintendo DS. So yeah, you got things like Xevious, which matches Pac-Man, Dig Dug 2, Mappy, and Galaxian, and then the others are a little bit different. So I thought it would be fun to do a comparison. They're both around. You can get this one secondhand for about £15, $20 in really good condition, cheaper with cartridge only, and it's the same price for the Evercade. You might get a bargain on eBay and find one cheaper, and if you find a new one, it'll probably be a little bit more expensive. So just doing a comparison of the games themselves. Obviously there's going to be a bit of a difference because the DS is a lot smaller. As you can see, cartridge size is teeny in comparison. You get a game booklet with both of them. We're not going to worry too much. We'll have a quick look at some of the games on them. I'll do a quick cartridge comparison, and I'll move those out of the way. So pretty similar priced. Obviously there's a massive difference in cartridge size, and I'm just going to kind of have a look at the games. If I can put it in without it. Ooh. My DS is really an old one I got, very, very old, off eBay. It's an original fat DS. That instantly loads to the first one, Battle Cars, and the DS. Is it going to recognise it? Oh, there's no game pack inserted. How useful. Thank you for that. My goodness, my DS is, oh my goodness, it's really really kind of creaking. That's a bit better, hopefully. No, it's still not going to recognise my game pack because it's just going to be like that. Come on. No, I'm going to have to turn this one off. I'm going to literally have to turn it off. It's going to be awkward. That's the only problem with older DS games and older cartridges. You do get collect up a bit of dust on them. We're gonna, while we wait for that, we're gonna start scrolling through these. So we've got Battle Cars, Dig Dug, Galaxian. I'll stop there and hopefully my DS will now load. Yes, it has finally loaded. It didn't like being turned on. It did not like being in the sort of half state. Sorry about that, but we will finally get to hopefully compare these two. Come on. So there we go, got Pac-Man versus and we can go into the arcade. So Pac-Man versus is separate on that. And then we can go into Galaxian, Pac-Man, Galaga. They're all on the Evercade version. And then you've got Tower of Druga, which is different, although that is on the other Evercade, the second cartridge. Mappy's the same, Xevious, and Dig Dug 2, so you get Dig Dug 2 instead of Dig Dug 1. We're going to try Xevious on both of these. I'll quickly show you. So we've got Dig Dug, Galaxian, Liberal Rebel, Mappy again, Mappy Kids, Metal Marines, there's Pac-Man. Then we've got Quad Challenge, Star Luster, Xevious. So we're going to try both versions of Xevious and see which. I think this is the NES version of Xevious. I've got very bright lights on. I might actually turn those off. Let's turn the lights off. Okay, we might actually be able to see stuff now. Yeah, this is definitely the NES version of Xevious. I won't play all the different games, but they are a pretty comparable cartridge. So if I pause that one there, I'm going to have a little go, hopefully, on Xevious here. So let's have a look. Xevious at the top. Oh, okay. So it's definitely got a different sound. So it's not the same version, definitely not the same version. You get maybe slightly better graphics on that one. Okay, let's pause out of that one. I'm going to return to arcade screen. So we're going to have a look at Pac-Man next. And yeah, so definitely we got a different version. I'd say we got a slightly better version. I'm going to come out of this one. I think we got a slightly better version on the DS, Pac-Man. Here we go. This again is the NES version. Unfortunately, you get me in the background, which is never a good look. Don't worry too much about the colours are looking a bit off here, but that is literally because of my terrible lighting in here. I deliberately died there. Okay, I'm going to pause this a minute, and then we're going to have a look at the oh hello. Yes, I haven't played this for a long time, so I can't remember how it. Oh my goodness, I keep going into the oh goodness me, keep getting into the wrong settings. There we go. It's at the top now, finally. Come on. That's a bit ruined, that screen, by the way. That's similar version. Again, it's not, doesn't seem exactly identical. I'm just going to shut that a minute, and then we'll compare it with this one. Whoops, missed him. So yeah, it's a slightly different version again, and it does seem like these versions, I'm not sure which is on the DS, this is definitely NES, mainly, whoops, I'm just going to pause that, versions on the Evercade, but it looks like you get a bit of a mixture on on the DS, and you do get Pac-Man versus. I'm not going to go through all of them. I imagine Mappy's going to be pretty similar, because they should both be the NES version. But yeah, there we go. We'll just have a very quick look at Mappy. You can see the screen's a bit all over the place up here. The writing's all wonky. It's a bit glitchy, so maybe it's not being captured absolutely. You can see some of the writing's a bit rubbish there. Again, I don't. This seems to be a slightly different version. Right, now if I go on to Mappy on this one as my last little look. There's Mappy on this one. I'll turn the volume up a bit. It's definitely the writing's a bit clearer. Oh, hello. Am I starting? I can't hear anything on this one. Oh, has it gone wrong? Oh, here we go. Oh, it kind of glitched out there for a minute. So mine glitched out there for a minute. So after me saying it seems better. God, you die really quickly here as well. So again, they look pretty similar, those versions, but they do sound slightly different. I would imagine they're both the NES versions. So that's it really for my comparison. It was only a kind of quick one. But yeah, I would say they're pretty equally matched, because although you get a few more games on the Evercade, you probably get slightly better versions on the DS, although the DS emulation, it seems like it's pretty good on the sound and graphics. It just seems some of the front end of the titles and the writing is a bit wonky, but it doesn't make a huge amount of difference to the gameplay. And you do get that Pac-Man versus, which is nice because you can make that multiplayer. Don't know if you need multiple cartridges, I'm not sure. So yeah, that's just my comparison. It would have been nice if I'd had the Switch version, but I don't. You can get an arcade pack, which again has got similar games on, but unfortunately I couldn't get my hands on that in time. But that's it for this little handheld review. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment and thumbs up, and thanks for watching.